city. I got a chance to fly into LaGuardia yesterday, and it was one of those clear days. You know those clear days where you come in, and I was on the left side of the plane, and I got to see the Statue of Liberty and all of Manhattan and the baseball stadium and where the U.S. Open is played, and I thought to myself, wow, what a great city. Do you really believe that? Wow, what a great city. And with that city, I know there is great talent in this city, is there not? Yes, there's great talent in the city. And I know that you are here today because you represent that talent. You want to maximize that talent so that you can do the best for yourselves and for your organization, and also to retain that talent. Isn't that true? So we are charged this morning with learning a little bit about how to deal with unacceptable employee behavior. Doesn't it sound like an exciting topic? Yes, I bet some of you came in this morning and you were reviewing the list and you said, oh my gosh, there's that topic. I can't wait to hear about it. How many of you did that? Yeah, well, one person. Boy, is that because you're being nice to me this morning? Or no. She says, I really want to hear about it. You know what's really funny is when people come into public seminars that I've done all over North America, many of them are managers, and they come to programs like that, and here's their mindset. I am coming because I've got to fix Johnny. I got to fix Sally, because you know what? I'm in pain. Now, they may not actually say they're in pain, but boy, look at the looks on their faces. They're like, please help me, somebody help me. Now, as an HR director, have you had people come in and actually do that? They're begging you, please let me fire this person. And you say, you have no audit trail. Has that ever happened? I don't know. They might sue us. You know, as an HR professional myself, I understand those challenges. And I also understand the challenge of training on a topic that is what I call a gotta take your medicine topic. Remember? You know, I'm going to date myself here. I was back in the age when medicine didn't taste that good. It didn't have cherry, and it didn't have grape. It tastes like, you know, I don't know, Jack Daniels, but not that I've ever tasted Jack Daniels. But in fact, that's this kind of topic. And when they see that topic for your training agenda for the year, and they say, oh my gosh, how can I get out of this topic? I mean, how many of you have ever like thinking, well, I don't know if I really want to do that one already? Well, the challenge is to make a topic like that and the solutions that you teach entertaining, fun, and meaningful with high retention, right? High retention with some of the latest facilitation techniques. Now, how many of you would actually like to experience that this morning? How many of you would like to experience that? Okay, a few of you. You know, the rest of you, I'm not sure what you'll do for the next 10 minutes. But for the few of you that like to do that, that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to share with you 2 concepts and 2 how-tos from that program in a way that you are absolutely going to remember it, I guarantee it, without having to write it down. How many of you believe that? Okay, thank you for that very low vote of confidence. Okay, here we go. Is everybody ready? Can I get a big New York yes? Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. Alrighty. Concept number 1 for how to deal with unacceptable employee behavior is this. You've got to have high impact coaching. Not just any kind of coaching, but it's got to be high impact coaching. And high impact coaching has some elements to it. It's got to be immediate, it's got to be direct, it's got to be consistent, and it's got to be constructive. Does all that make sense? Is that easy to remember? Okay, so concept number 1 is you've got to have high impact coaching. Coaching is absolutely essential to be able to deal with unacceptable employee behavior, and that's in the big scope of things as well. So how do you remember coaching? How do you remember coaching? How many of you know that a coach uses a whistle? Is that true? Okay, I want to see everybody with their pretend whistles. Go. Well, I even hear some whistling. I love that. All right, now for those of you who think it's not fun to participate, I'm telling you right now it's fun. So hold your neighbor accountable, and everybody in this room, I want to see your whistle. Go. Woo, very good. Okay, so we're going to test to see how much you remember in the short time we have together this morning. So whenever we do a hand signal, you got to tell me what the concept is. All righty? So our first concept is coaching. Is that true? Okay, so it is what? Okay, and what's that stand for? Very good. It's working so far. Okay, concept number 1 is coaching. You got to have high impact coaching. That's one of the solutions. Another concept is related to the fact that coaching must holistically address how a person is wired. Do you know that in some management training, people are actually taught how to fix behavior rather than deal with how a person naturally is wired and where behavior actually originates? You know, behavior doesn't just show up. It actually starts from someplace, does it not? Okay? And the formula, a very simple formula to remember the origin of behavior is this. T equals F equals B. All righty? So I want you to say that with me. T equals okay, very good. Now what does that stand for? Thinking on a conscious and a subconscious level is where the origin of behavior is. Okay? And thinking generates what? Feelings. Sing it with me. Feelings. Sing it with me. Nothing. Feelings. Very good. You remembered it. Very good. Okay? And that generates and creates what? That's exactly right. Coaching must address that. Coaching is more than just trying to fix behavior. It is dynamically trying to influence the what? So that you can impact the what? So you can change the what? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now, how do you remember that? Everybody please stand up. Because remember, we're talking about 2 concepts so far that we learned. The first concept we've learned so far is what? Yeah, you remember that, okay? Some of you will just do your whistle. Some of you will actually say the word. Now, how do you remember T equals F equals B? You probably already remember it, but I got to tell you how to remember it in a really fun way, right? Okay, here's how you remember it. Thinking equals. Now, you know what I'm talking about. How many of you were slapped on the butt when you were a kid? And what did your mom and dad say to you? Oh, what? Behave. Okay, isn't that true? So what's the formula for how to deal with behavior? You got to deal with their what? To impact their what? So they can what? That's what I'm talking about. All righty. Now, wait, did I see anybody do it? Okay, one more time. You got to do it. Come on. It is what? Okay, now don't do that to your neighbor next to you.